Hey guys, I'm Carrie Howard with eXp Realty, and I'm doing a video about what does a mentor do. So the audience that I'm hoping will listen into this, of course, are brand new agents. If you're a new agent and you're like, man, what kind of training is out there for me? Well, this is for you. The other audience that I'm hoping will listen through is the very seasoned agent, perhaps the one who just got their broker's license. Do you have the ability to give this kind of material and this very in-depth material to the people that are working for you? In other words, if you start another brokerage, how are you going to handle the new agent? I look back and I remember when I was a new agent, I really had to just follow my broker around everywhere. I had to ask a lot of questions, and I know it was taxing. Some days I felt kind of guilty because I was calling him so much. I just had that many questions though. And so what EXP does is they create mentors, and the mentors are put in place to hold the hands of the brand new agents for 3 transactions. And we have a program that we go through as a mentor. We get trained. We have material, a checklist that we go through, and it's fluid. I kind of cater it depending on who I'm working with. If I have somebody who has another part-time job, well, our time together is going to be a little bit shortened because they have another part-time job. But if I have another person who is wide open, hey, I'm going to be there every single time they need. We establish together how often we talk. Obviously, I almost always talk daily with my mentees, but like a specific training, we get that established and put it on schedule for, okay, we're going to talk about contracts. We're going to talk about leads. How do you use all these 50 gajillion tools that EXP just gave you? How do you talk? How do you script things that you want to say in the future? All of those things we go through systematically to make sure that new agent is covered. But what if? Okay, and again, this goes to both audiences, both my leaders and my learners. What if I'm busy? Like the past 2 weeks of my life have been a little upside down. I had vacation, which everybody needs to do. You got to take care of yourself. So I did that, of course. But then the next week, what I was not anticipating is my father was in the hospital with COVID. He is home now. Praise God. He's okay. And then the other thing is we had a death in the family with a different family member. And so we had all of that. Just all of a sudden time stopped for about 2 weeks for me. And what happens if you, leader, time stops for you? You get busy, or you have a crisis, or you have whatever. Or what happens, learner, when someone that you're relying on all of a sudden gets very swamped or busy? This is what I wanted to point you to. The page that you're seeing right now is called Workplace. Workplace is the glue that holds everything together. So if you are training other agents, what you can do is point them to this. And this is why I wanted to do this video. Go into Workplace and type in, there it is. It popped up, the University Library. That's what you're looking at right here. That's the title of this group. As you notice, this looks just like Facebook. It's called Workplace. But you can go into Workplace and click on Files. And then from there, just click on the library. And then, ta-da, this is what opens up. All of our classes have been recorded for you. I'm going to go ahead and open up where are these classes shown. Again, leader, this is where agents at EXP learn. It's going to look like Halloween. You've been forewarned. We one of the goals of our company is to make sure we do things and we keep it fun. And so you're going to see the fun here in a second when this opens up. But learner, this is where you can go, and there are literally hundreds of staff members available for you to talk about accounting, to talk about your transactions, to talk about paperwork. You have people available, staff members who have technology degrees. You go in and you have a tech problem, that's who you ask. We have people that are set in place for the brand new agents and they're still onboarding. You go in and they can help you through that process. There are hundreds of staff people available to make sure you understand what you are doing. In the background, you can see, of course, we have decorated for Halloween. It's very fun. I'm this lady here in the middle in the witch's hat. All of these are real agents. If I were to unmute myself right here, they would hear this quick video. When you go into the World Agent, click on the agenda, and what will pop up is all the classes that are available. You need to be doing this daily. like today is Thursday, October 21st. This is all Pacific time, so add 2 hours for our Central Time people. So going on right now, 12:30 would be 10:30 there. They have EXP commercial. There's a SkySlip training on how to do the commercial paperwork. Getting started with Verbella, which is the company that owns our office. This is one that is in Spanish. This is a world tour that's going on. You have accounting, fast start, working with buyers, advanced training on KV Core. So this is your library, not your library, but this is your day-to-day training. Leader, if you're looking into this, is there any way that you could possibly offer this yourself? Really? I mean, ask yourself. You have a responsibility if you have agents that are working underneath you to make sure they are trained and to give them the very best. And so I'm just saying this company, EXP, has created a way for agents to have zero reason not to be their personal best. They discuss, what's the word? They write out what their own goals are. And then at that point, they either meet them or they don't. That's just how it is. So learner, let's get back to you. If you are brand new to EXP, go into Workplace. This is what you can do if you missed the video. Or if maybe you're a night owl like myself and you want to listen to things before you go to bed and learn for the next day. You know, one thing that I had listened to, gosh, maybe 3 months ago or so, I went to a very inspirational training, and the agent there said, you better wake up every day thinking you don't have a job. Because if you don't do that, you won't work. You got to get up. You have to think, okay, what are my goals? What do I want to do to meet my goals? And you get after it. Recently, I had somebody call, and she's like, hey, Carrie, what are you doing? Are you working today? And I'm thinking, yeah, of course I'm working today. I'm a real estate agent. I work every single day. I'm sowing seeds today to reap a harvest for tomorrow. Wake up every day and think that. If you think that, then seeing a list like this, it is suddenly inspirational. It's not daunting. So let's look at some of the classes that you could be going to, pre-recorded. Again, these are not live. The world right here, these are live. Like if I were to go into the auditorium right now, and again, I have no idea what's going on. I just am going to teleport over there just to see. There are real people in this room, and we're waiting on whatever conference is about to start. The person that's going to be behind this podium, I can sit here and type answers to. These are live, okay? So let me X off of this real quick. So these are taken from a live and they're recorded. Let's see what they are. Alrighty. Setting up your business. You got to do that right away. Real estate business planning, lead generating fundamentals, lead conversion. Guys, you can't just have them as leads. You got to learn how to convert them over to make yourself some money. Database management, sales fundamentals. Okay, is this ringing a bell? This is awesome stuff that you should be learning. If you're already a seasoned agent, go back in here and refresh your memory on some of the stuff. Learn what people are now doing in these areas. Basics of accounting. SkySlope, that is where you turn in paperwork. That's your training, your basic training and advanced training. Working with your marketing center. We have thousands of free marketing material that are already made specifically for you. You just got to go after it and use them. Negotiating that works. This is a very good current situation in Huntsville class to go to because negotiation is really hard. So learn the best way to negotiate. These are mentor classes, like for myself, a way that I can learn to be a good mentor as it goes. Classes on farming, classes for goal setting, how to build your revenue share. That's, when you're growing and you're recruiting agents. And then, let me see. Oh, Airbnb for agents, which is cool. Power Girls, that's another one of those small groups, kind of like I've mentioned over on Workplace. It's a specific workplace group meant just for women. They go on retreats together. They kind of have like whole camaraderie as women working with women. Jay Kinder, he's one of the fantastic agents. I think the highest paid Caldwell Banker agent ever. If you don't know who some of these people are, Google them. Google them. Because if you don't know the big names, you're not going to go to the class. But let me ask you, if you had an opportunity to meet an agent who sells $50 million a year for coffee, would you not meet him or her? That's what this is, the ability to do. It's sitting down, listening to some of the best agents in our country talk. I'm going to slide on down. Again, these are some of the huge, huge agents that you have the opportunity to learn directly from. Going back to talking to my leaders. How much would it cost you to fly some of these people here, to put them up in a hotel, and to pay them for your time to teach your one brokerage anything? It would be a lot. However, I can go in here and I can just listen. I'm going to click on this and I'll show you what the videos look like. And then I'll wrap this up. I'm going to fast forward.
It's not said by someone from whom the customer trusts. They have to trust you in order for any of that to be valuable. So whether it's you trying to tell them that you're wonderful on a listing appointment or through marketing or whatever the case may be, if there's no trust that's been built, then it's devalued by the customer. Next slide, please.
Okay, so I randomly just picked something, and that is a really good golden nugget right there to make sure that you're listening to.
So where does trust come from?
Yeah.
So
again, this is Jay Kinder, and he's going through explaining trust. Just right here in his own slide. I'm going to fast forward. Okay, it looks like the majority of this is about building trust. And there he is as an avatar standing there. He's decided what to wear today and go to the conference. It looks just like it would if you were sitting in a conference room. And that's where he's just going through as a teacher, explaining things to us. And the person who is running the video for him has zoomed into the big screen behind him. That's what your classes look like. If you're new to EXP, that's what it looks like. Let's just click on farming for dollars. Farming has been a classic real estate term for years. Especially, like when I first started, they talked about, okay, how do you farm? Do you just mail stuff in your neighborhood or whatever? So again, this is an auditorium. This is an older auditorium, so it's probably an older video.
You want to get business? Do what the National Association of Realtors says you need to do. You need contacts. You need to go make appointments with those contacts. You need to build trust, establish a rapport, find out what in the heck it is they need, and then blow them away.
There you go. So that's what our classes look like. So thank you for watching my video. I'm not going to keep you a whole lot longer, but if you're a brand new agent and you are not using it, again, go into Workplace and type in EXP University Library and go listen to some of this stuff, especially those of you that I know have other jobs and you're a little bit busy. There's no reason why you can't learn. If you are the leader and you're still hanging in here with me, I would love to meet you for coffee. EXP has a great way for leaders to do what's called a team. You kind of function like a broker, I suppose, but you're called a team leader. You have agents underneath you. They split commission with you. You give them leads. You give them their stuff, but yet you're setting them up for success because they have all of this, things that you may or may not have time for yourself, in addition to all the other training tools and marketing and stuff that we have for all of the agents at EXP, including KB Corp, which is actually awesome. It's a great way to generate leads. So if you're a leader, I do want you to reach out to me. You would be, well, to me, I think it's financially irresponsible not to look around to other things. And so I had a very big agent tell me that. He's like, you know what finally drew me to EXP is somebody just bold-faced tell me, look, dude, it's financially irresponsible for you not to look into this. And so we did, and he hauled around it, and finally he was like, wow, I can never offer this to any of my agents if I wanted to. That's how good it is. I'm not a big sales pitchy, throw it in your face kind of lady. I'm not. However, the reality is, if you can offer something to your agents that work underneath you to this kind of caliber, why not? Why not do it? I'm super passionate about it. I love it. I think it's a great way to make sure people are not falling through the cracks. And as a leader, I look back, I want to make sure everybody's still standing and doing well. Alrighty, that's all I got. Y'all contact me if you want to set up coffee or just to talk or do a webinar. My number is 205-937-1334. Y'all have an awesome afternoon. See you soon.